Hello, hello everyone. How are you doing, Tonto? I'm doing good, and you? Welcome everyone. Long time no see. That's rare that we don't see each other after a weekend like that, but Foundry and Canyon, I'm doing good, and you guys? Funny day today, right? Big push, really happy with how it went so far. And Crazy Joe in half an hour, so I'm just gonna kind of wrap it up on you know, Vikings, which is King Shot, yeah, Crazy Joe quickly. But I want to get the reports to make the video on HQ, and then I'm gonna send the troops here. Hey Illusion, hey Gary. Hello, hello. Welcome everybody. Hope you have a good prep, hope you had a good weekend. Today is like, are they using the buff? Are they using, like, it feels that they might be using, yeah, they are using research, so it feels a bit easy today compared to yesterday, because we were ahead a lot. I mean, we were behind a lot yesterday, 200 mil all day, and then I went to bed, and then we were, you know, I woke up and we were ahead. Hey, Darky Grease, welcome. Congrats on the purchase, really cool. I'm really happy with it. It was, you know, it was a long save, 4 months. It was really long. Costed quite a bit of my own money, and you know, plus the, you know, the support from you guys with the official store. So that was all possible because of all of that. A lot of patience. And should I go, like, should I start to do? Should I promote my first, you know, T12? And finish on Thursday, right? Should I get that title? Should I get that title? And if I do now, will it finish on Thursday if I use the gems? But that's 1 day, right? So if I promote, that's 1 day, so that's gonna triple that. So that's gonna be Tuesday, that's gonna be Wednesday, that's gonna be Thursday, right? So if I burn the gems and I'm doing that, it's gonna work like that. I'm very far from the globe. very far, mate. You know, I wish, but I love the globe, you know. I really like the skin myself. Some people don't really like the globe, but for me, I find one of the best skin in the game, to be honest. So I love to have it. Just gonna secure HQ here. And yeah, and I'm gonna be with you fully. Just gonna secure. So what people do on Kingshot to secure HQ, they send a march with 1 troop inside. That's a bit of a weird one, to be honest, if you ask me. That's a bit of a weird one. So how far tilt the globe? That's easy to answer. I have 1.3 to spin, and that's gonna be, you know, 8 more or something. So I'm more or less 40 out of 100, and that took me 2.5 years. So you know, it's not gonna be anywhere soon. It's really not gonna be anywhere soon. I'm gonna spin, you know, I'm gonna spin soon because I need some of these for next month, for next week to get some of that. So I'm gonna spin soon, but at least to get the minimum. So if I burn that, it should be 3 days, right? So let's do that. Let's get our first T12. Gonna take forever, but gonna take freaking forever. But it is what it is. Can I use the pets as well? Can I start to do some things for Crazy Joe? The Frostfire mine is... Frostfire mine is when? An hour and a half. So that's perfect. So we are within the time frame. So if I'm using that, and if I'm using that deployment capacity, beam, we're good to go. We're good to go. So we just need to reinforce people. Very good push from you today. Amazing. Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool to do, especially after 4 months. I have to say that 4 months is a bit much to save, you know? Especially when you have that much in your bags. But for you that did not watch the videos, quickly before I do Crazy Joe. Oh, we got a bit more even. I don't know how much these missions are going to, but it seems to really take a while. So what I cared about was really to get all of my non-combat expert to 80 so I can get them all of them maxed, right? In terms of skills. So I can max Ronnie, I can max Cathy, I can max Fabian, I can max Valeria for all the non-combat skills. Then the goal will be to start to max the combat skill, right? So I need to do a lot on Romulus, I need to do a lot on Fabian, I need to do a lot on Valeria. And stuff like that. And then the next target will be going to like these two to level 100. So I'm gonna get 4 experts whenever I meet them. I'm gonna get affinity token instead of affinity for them, right? So then, you know, half of my expert, a bit less, will give me affinity that I will be able to use on the other one to increase the other ones as well a bit faster and to kind of. And then I don't know which one I'm gonna put 100. It's probably gonna be Romulus first or Valeria. Things like that. I need to see if I'm useful. Eventually, if I'm really useful in Foundry, maybe. But I don't think I need level 100 here. I think it's... I don't know. We will see. Maybe they will go slowly, all of them at once, you know? But that's the craziness of it. So that was cool. Heroes, you know, could have done a bit more, but I'm kind of keeping these two non-max yet. So I'm gonna get a lucky wheel next time in KOI. So I'm gonna max it after next KOI for, or yeah. Or what I'm gonna do actually, right, but that's gonna be a month. I don't know. I don't know if I want to wait that much, to be honest. I really don't know what to do here. Because it's such a pain to waste the stats, but it's such a long way to get the hero max. So I don't know what to do here. I'm still not sure I want to keep her non-max. And him, I'm gonna get the shard from, you know, ranking, hopefully top 2 or 3. Eventually top 1, I'm gonna get enough shards, and then, you know, they're gonna be the battle day shards. So even if I'm a rank 3 on prep, I will be able to max him next week. That's gonna be okay. Couldn't have you waited 20 minutes for more for buffs? I'm not sure why would have. Like I would have. I'm gonna get the buff until the end of Frostfire Mine, right? So that's okay. I have only 2 things to do today. Crazy Joe and Frostfire Mine, so it's gonna be okay. Do you think the next master in Kingshot will be Valeria? No, I don't think so. It's unlikely. Valeria is kind of the latest addition, so it depends if they exactly follow the same path or not. The next one will be Baldur eventually, things like that, but you know, they could totally take a different route as well, so... So far, they just followed the same path, exactly the same path. So I would not bet on it, but they could do whatever they want. So, you know, it's hard to tell at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's hard to tell. You never really know. Should I bring my farm? Do we have space in the Alliance? No, we don't. No, we don't. So we're the usual suspects. Naru, but Naru is kind of full, but let's go on Naru. Wow, that's terrible. Like, stop doing polar terrors before Crazy Joe. So I might swap that. I'm not happy with that. I'm gonna keep Magnus for someone else. That's actually quite weaker. Yeah, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, something like that. So, but I need my marches to come back. What's your game plan then for Troop Day? That's a good question. I have not decided how much I do yet, to be honest. I did not decide how much I do yet. Like, my resources went up quite a bit. With kind of the push in spending as well. But there is a big but. It's no, you know, it's not totally crazy yet. So I want to give Blanchette, then Gregory, and then Lloyd. That's gonna be great. That's gonna be great here. But, you know, like thinking very quickly, probably half of the infantry, marksman. I need to calculate how much I need for bear. We can do that in a sec. So that's probably 800k. So maybe a million, 800k, and, you know, 600k, something like that. Maybe like 2.4, you know, maybe just half of the troops. Unless I really need for ranking and stuff, but I do not really need to be first in ranking, except for the rewards, right? But I don't really need the shards. Like, if someone is outranking me, you know, I don't care that much, to be honest. I'm safe when it comes to rewards, so that's not too bad. That's really not too bad. There is someone we reinforce sometimes. We reinforce usually Alice as well. Is Alice weak? She's not very strong, so let's do Magnus, let's do Bradley, and let's do Fred. We get good heroes to people that are a bit weaker and that might be burning otherwise. So I got Aura here. Baby brother. So let's do that, and let's do a Flint kind of a team here. And let's give very bad heroes. Maybe I don't actually, because that dude is not very strong as well. So let's do that. Let's do that. Is that a good idea though? Is that a good idea? But I'm gonna take over that dude. I'm gonna take over that dude's defense. And I'm not sure if Fleet is doing more damage than the Hades or a Gatot. Hades might be doing a bit more here. Let's do that on that one. Does only the first hero matter for reinforcing? Not always in Garrison, right? In Garrison, in offense, yes, 100% of the time. Whatever you do here, I'll never take over Sharkyo stats because he's stronger than me, though. But in Garrison, the stronger player is showing up here. If you look at the Garrison here, sometimes it's not the same player here at the top, right? That the city you attacked or that the Garrison leader in the building you attacked, that will be the source of stats. And in Garrison, the source of stats can be different if you have a stronger player than you in the rally in defending your city or something like that. So when you are a bit of a spender, if I send to people like I've done for some of these guys, right? Like I send that to them. If these heroes are stronger than his heroes, like if my stats are stronger than his stats with my shitty heroes that I sent, I'm gonna be the Garrison leader. It's gonna use my heroes for skills, my heroes for stats. Even if the stats are better, these heroes are shit for skill. They are very, very bad skills. So I could make someone burn because I have higher stats than them, but I'm giving them shitty heroes and they cannot really, they don't have the skill that, you know, do the extra damage and the extra stats. So they are burning. So whales are making, you know, smaller players burn all the time on Crazy Joe if you're not paying attention. So that's why I either sending very bad heroes, but like I need to be careful here. If I take over Mia, like if my March is stronger than her here, I'm gonna give her crappy heroes and she's gonna burn wave 18 and 19 because of me, and I will be fully responsible of her burning, except if somehow she has Gen 3 heroes in her garrison, in her walls and barricade, and that's because of that I'm taking over, then in that case it's her fault, right? But like in Garrison, you need to be very careful if you are a bit of a stronger player, not to make people burn. And that's what I'm trying to do, is not to make people burn. Let's do Hungry Cockroach. And then that's not a crazy strong player here, so... But I don't really have good options, so I'm gonna try to not make him burn. And I'm gonna try to give him like the worst heroes I can and try to That's pretty nice to see how much deployment capacity. Huh? See if it goes. So I'll keep an eye on it because last time I did not pay attention 2 weeks ago, and I think I made someone burn. And I'm getting stronger and stronger. So the people that I use not to take over their stats, I might take over their stats now because of that. So yeah, something I need to pay attention about. So that's a bit of something to be careful of. And you will see, like, I have viewers that burn every week because their wells are making them burn because they are sending them yellow, you know, blue heroes. And oh, we do 110k this time. We do 110k, and I'm gonna do Jasser only. Now, where is my JC or my Siyun? Where is here? It's gonna be Siyun only. That's why as well in the HQ you want to send one hero because you're gonna send Molly Gen 1, you're gonna send Hector Gen 9, Gen 5, sorry, and your latest marksman hero usually. So if you have a rally leader that's not very strong, and you have someone that is nearly as strong as the joiner and they are using, you know, Gen 13 heroes, the Gen 13 hero is gonna take over and it could be a disaster. But you know, Gen 13 is not really hard to do Crazy Joe anyway, but you could mess up HQ as well with that kind of mechanic. So I'm gonna be a rebel and I'm gonna send, we said Siyun, and that's gonna be better for us to be honest, but does not matter. We kind of do Crazy Joe without caring much. You know, we can still fail if we make crazy mistakes. It's really easy. At that stage, we have a big margin. So they are checking for who will be garrison leader. And we are ready to go, ready to rock. And I poured myself water, but I put some everywhere, so I need to clean up. Oh, sorry for that. How is your prep going, guys? How is it doing? Are you winning? How is it looking? That's my new power as well for... This morning it was like, you know, 800k, I mean, maybe not, 500, 600 less, 100k less everywhere, so I'm really happy with that. Basically, my March without heroes here are nearly as strong. If I remove all of my heroes, I'm 1.3 billion power, and my farm is like 1.5, 1.4, 1.3, so I'm like as strong as my farm on paper. And then, yeah, you know, without heroes, so that's a bit crazy. I don't know what to say here. I could not say it. Let's go. Was not allowed. Available to use. Okay. I'm playing King Shot and we are currently winning prep phase, but we are fighting a kingdom with basically only one alliance. Yeah, it's not really fun. For us on King Shot here, does it shows? Yeah. It's a tough prep. We lost yesterday by, you know, a few, what, 10% more or less. And today we are behind a bit more. So they are, you know, roughly ahead 6% when you combine both scores. So, and I've been pushing both days on my farm, so I've been saving for a month. You know, I'm doing minimum points everywhere. I'm spending like maybe $10 with the last. Signed the last KVK. I spent $10. So far I'm 12 in ranking. So I'm doing okay at the free to play. Made the big spender win. That's kind of that. Hey Sesh. So I'm just gonna send some marches here, but that's that looks pretty nice so far. Really happy with it. I mean, today was fun. Today was fun because I did everything on 2 king shot accounts and 2 whiteout accounts, so... Je sais pas si t'es là, Coltin. Dis-moi, sinon je regarderai après le live. You're a big Kraken player, not in prep. I mean, they are a bit, but so far they are not really doing much. Like, Bear is a very solid player. Bear is very solid. That's a farm. So we probably seen that we were behind yesterday, so that's a farm. But no, I mean, most people have T12 already, so they will do on research day, right? So we need to see where it's at today, but you see, BNK scored 50 million points. Well, he's very deep into T12 already, so that's pretty good. And he burned his bag last time. Chippy did 40 million, so he's kind of getting very strong for Chippy. BNK on his second account did 30 billion today. Bear did 27. But if you look at the titles, I don't know if everyone went, you know. Sharkyo is pushing now, he's quite strong. I don't know who are these people, but who do we have at the end? Yeah, I don't recognize. That's Wobster, probably. Yeah, I don't recognize people's name. You know, you should be able to know people's name when you mouse over. That's my farm. We have quite a few heavy hitters still, so that's Emma. So yeah, we have a lot of going on still. In King Shot, I think he's playing less. I think right now he's a bit busy in real life, so he has a lot from last time, and he's buying a lot less right now. So I don't know, but you know, last time he had like 16k essence stones or something like that, and he could not use them, all of them. So you know, he might be able to score a lot. I don't know, but he's a bit busy with real life for like 1 or 2 months, I think, from what I understood. So I don't know if he's, you know, how much he's buying and pushing, but there is clearly like the crazy buying the store on Friday packs are not happening anymore for a few weeks already. So he definitely has a bit less in his bags. So. I mean, yeah, I would love the globe, but that's gonna be, you know, that's gonna be for another. I don't know. It's gonna take a long time. You know, the globe is ready. It's 15 billion VIP points, right? So no, 15 million. Sorry, not billions. That's 10 times that, right? And you know, I don't even have 1.5. So, and I've been using what? I mean, I'll be around 40%. So if you calculate 40%, that's I've been using. After that, I will be burning like for less 6 million points in average. That will mean, and the first 10 are a bit easier. So maybe I burn like 5.5 million points on VIP, and you know that's already a year of medium spender. Plus the recent purge. So you know it's gonna be a very long time, guys. It's not gonna happen just like that. So they need me for that, so I need to make sure I get my heroes in my city. So I need Hector, Molly. I need Hector, Molly. The good thing is I will be guaranteed to be in HQ. That's the good thing. I just need to make sure I did not send Hector, Molly, and my best marksman. And I did not. I did not. So let's do that. Let's save it. Let's say troops. Let's do that. Let's swap it. That's gonna be Rufus. That's gonna be Hector, and it's gonna be Molly, and I'm gonna be the whale today. $110k, save, bam, bam, bam. Or you get really lucky. Or you get really, really lucky. What do you mean? Did I miss something? About which hero, Jerry? In King Shot or in Whiteout? In Whiteout, I used 200-ish of my own shards. So I'm a bit ahead. And in King Shot, you know, that's I'm doing my strategy that I use on Whiteout. So I'm using Mia, that's the equivalent of Mia. So she's gonna be 4-star soon. She's not as good. She's very similar, Mia. And I'm using the equivalent of Greg, so a Jagger. And I'm just missing a tiny bit of shards to put him 4-star. So I'm gonna get the equivalent of Alonso, Greg, Mia, Flint. And I'm gonna use either a second Lancer or a second Marksman. That's gonna like really do me very well in arena and shit. So that's really good. Oh, lucky spins in Sprecy. Okay, yeah, I was thinking about something else. I was out of that. Yeah, but that's, you know, the odds are so small that, you know, you're not gonna be lucky enough to get 60 of these pieces. You can be lucky enough to get a bit, but at the end of the day, it's really a lot. But yeah, you can be a bit lucky. You can be a bit lucky for that. Can happen. You know, we have some globes. We have PT. We have Dash with one as well now. So I think the next one is probably Jackie. And the other one, maybe Bear. Maybe Jackie or Bear. They are probably not that far, to be honest. If you look, I mean, the ranking for me, they'll go up a lot for the ranking. But if you look at Labyrinth, you know, Globe. Dash is a globe. Chippy might be one of the next globe. I think he got one, actually. I think he got one. Laura, IFX, I forgot if they have a globe. PT got a globe. Will got a globe. Then Russ probably is not too far. Jackie probably not too far. Cat, I don't know if they have a globe or not. You know, Womp has a globe, but he's not really crazy spending right now. He used to be like one of the strongest rally leader, but he's not really playing actively for maybe a year now, I think. Trimble got a globe. Bear is quite below, so I don't really know either. So these people are probably a lot further from the globe than, you know, the one that just got it here. So it depends a bit if people are using the rat ratio, but we might be like close to 10 globes at that stage. Not all of the globes are actively spending, actually. We got maybe 3 or 4 globes that are like not free to play, but that they gel down a lot after getting the globe. I don't know if it was a goal of them or if they got buzzy in real life, but we have quite a few globes that are not spending how they used to, at least by quite a big amount. Because to get the globe, it really needs. It's really another level of spend, to be honest. Like a globe is 3 times, 4 times my account, you know, depending a bit about how you do it. You know, it could look like it's a lot or whatever, what I burnt and whatnot, but that's, no, it's like far, far, far more. And it took me 2 years and a half to get there, even if the last year speeds things up a lot. Still took me 2 years and a half, so it's not like we are not, you know, on a new state, and I've done that in 6 months. So if you know what I mean, I feel like most are not really gamers, so they are fun for a moment and then they get bored. Could be as well, yes. Some people are used to be like, how do you say, old gamers, I guess, you know. I'm 40 years old, so I play with quite a few people that seems to be in their 30s or 40s. They used to play games competitively. Some of them, you know, they used to play World of Warcraft, like kind of these bigger games when they were in their 20s, like me. And then, you know, they are mothers, they are fathers, they have a career. You know, if they spend that amount of money, they have, you know, often a decent career. You need to be able to afford the extra money, right? So you need to have they are living in a rich country, like US, you know, Europe, whichever. They're having a decent job. So they have, you know, an extra 1,000, 2,000 at the end of the month they can use for hobbies. Because most of these guys are just regular people. Some of them are business owners maybe, but, you know, not all business owners are swimming in cash, right? Most business owners are, you know, not always the richest men and women of this world, except, you know, the very good one at it, or the one in the right industry eventually. But you know, we have very good activity in prep, so we have people spending and playing. That's for sure. That's very, very good. You know, whatever I do, whatever someone is doing, it's like a tiny fraction of what the state is doing. So it's actually crazy when I look at prep scores. Usually, I'm realizing like how much a state does together. But if you look at, you know, individual points or even one alliance, I mean, we are doing a good amount this time. We have been kind of a bit behind the last few SVS. We have been like third or fourth on the states, probably third, and we were kind of not really happy with it, to be honest. But we have been first quite a few times for prep, and that's important for us. So. But let's go, Crazy Joe. Let me know if you have any question about it. I've been receiving less and less questions about Crazy Joe, but I know some people are still struggling with it. I know some people are still not understanding the mechanism of it. So we can look at reports, we can do whatever you guys want about it. And then after that, we're gonna jump into what was it? They were talking about a report. And then we're gonna jump into Frostfireman after. I'm gonna still do the... Well, do I do the free-to-play strategy? Because I'm nowhere near ready to whale up, so... Maybe in 2 weeks we do the whale strategy. When I'm closer to, you know, to better stuff. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Any one versus, you know, 1.2 versus 1.7. And, I mean, they are very similar. It looks like Gen 9, Gen 10. That's a bit of a weird one. So that was defensive with Magnus, Sonia, and Brady Gen 10. That's a bit of a weird one. They have both have pets. They both, I mean, he's 20% buffed and that person is like 10 and 20% buffed. So it's not like a serious... That's probably why as well. And what were the ratios? I mean, the ratios were a bit weird. Hey man, do you still spend like crazy? Not really anymore. You know, I've been doing a big push, and you know, now it's more like for this SVS, so it's a bit more like cruising right now and buying high value packs and things like that. So nothing too crazy. I bought what I wanted. I've done what I've, you know, that I'm where I want it to be more or less, and the rest is like just buying whatever is very, very high value to keep the account developing for, you know, not as little as possible, but, you know, as much as I can afford. Let me see a bit how my choices are doing. So you can see the big variety of points, right, already between people. From, you know, 1.5 to 3,000 nearly. How much infantry they have left here? 400k only. Oh no, they have only lancers. So what? Wow. What, that's... Like, what did I do? That's me. I mean, that's gonna be hard. If we don't kill everything with infantry turn 1, that's insane. Who was that? That was Alice? No, it was not Alice. It was a angry cockroach. Yeah, okay. So now we are killing everything again. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, some people are doing far more points for now. So we need to see how it goes. That changed a bit on later waves, so I'm not too worried about it. Yesterday at CG, I had Flint, Molly, Alonso on the city defense, but in report, I saw 3 rows from reinforcements. Yes, that's what we talk about, Mel. Yeah, that happens. It's when someone takes over because they have stronger stats than you, and that can F you up, basically. When do you tell your people not to reinforce? We stopped doing that a long time ago. People do what they want. But, you know, people are still reinforcing me and, you know, I don't need it. I don't need it. So, you know, I have 5 people reinforcing me. You know, I have 2 people are reinforcing Jackie. You know, 4 people or 5 people are reinforcing Bear. Like all of these guys, you know, Dash, he's not reinforced, he's a glob skin, but you know, he's not, he does not need it more than us, you know, or we do not need him more than him or anything like that. So yeah, people that reinforce like big spenders and stuff, they are not caring for their own points. You know, you make more points on like a casual player that's offline sometimes, but it is what it is. Some people don't care about the rewards here, so yeah. If you don't care, you don't. That's okay, I guess. Yeah, they do, because we can look if you want. But I'm stealing a lot of points. I'm stealing a lot of points from them, and so see, like I'm killing 800k out of 2.8. So that's nearly a third. I'm killing like, you know, 28 or 29% of the troops. So that's point they don't get. And I have what, 400k infantry left in my base. So it is what it is. But the good thing is my heroes defending. I'm strong enough to defend my base. Tonton, are you gonna transfer soon? Nope. Nope. Not at all. I have no plan to transfer at the moment. I've been on that state for over a year, so I hesitated maybe 6 months ago. I was curious to maybe I should transfer or not. I was really wondering about it, but I think we really built a great state overall. You know, I'm far more happy with the state than I'm unhappy with the states, if that makes sense. And I'm not involved in anything R5 anymore, right? So I'm not putting energy here. So, you know, it is what it is. People do what they feel is right, and it's not if it's not the way I want to be, I'm not getting involved in it. And if I'm not getting involved in it, it's a lot more easier for me to accept it. So that's usually how it works. You know, if I engage myself a lot, it's hard if it does not work the way I like it or I want it. I don't know if you feel that sometimes, you know, in project and things. When you see that people, you know, don't want, not that, you know, maybe I want it a bit more competitive than some. Maybe I want it a bit more communication than some. Maybe I want a bit more like structure in the state than some. Things like that, right? It's not like we are doing things wrong at the states, but for me to be worth my time invested in the state, it would need to operate in a very different, in a bit of a different way at least, because then it's frustrating, and then the, you know, the channel blew up as well. So I don't want to spend time on the states. I just cannot, you know. I have a garden to take care, a wife, a job. That's enough. So no plan to transfers. Happy to be here. We are doing something good, I think, to be honest. We are doing great. You know, like I don't know if these guys are good at prep, right? But they have like someone said they have 20 globes. We have 10, something like that. If that's true, I don't know how much they have. But if they have 20 globes, they were leading 5 times. So I don't know. You know, I don't know if they were leading recently or not. But you know, they lost against 855. But anybody will lose against 855 more or less. And then, you know, I mean, I don't know these guys, 926. I don't know if they are strong or not, but I mean, these are only crazy states, like 967, they are crazy states. That's, yeah, they lost some matches, but like, these are only against monster states. So yeah, I'll train 2 million troops or something. How to explain spenders? Asking free to play to spend peanuts at SVS. I'm not sure what you want, Sesh. Like, do you want spenders to understand that free to play should not spend on SVS? I mean, it really depends on your states, man. This thing has to be at a state level for me. Like, some states will want their free to play. Like, we had a lot of debate last time. Like, that kind of skin on a free to play is useless. Is literally useless. It does not change anything on their account. It does not improve their account efficiency in any shape or form, and it's just causing inflation for the ranking and stuff. So, is that even good for me to get that many? I don't know. It's very debatable, right? People could blame me for that, to be honest, to get all of them. So you want these on rally leaders. You want the city skin on rally leaders as much as possible. I don't think people realize what it takes to be a spender and a rally leader in that game. I think most free-to-play have no clue. And some people are very kind of bitter about spenders because they just think it's just money. And if you are in R5 chat, if you kind of understand the commitment they need to make every 2 weeks, or every month to be online, for like 5 hours to win the battles and stuff. Most free-to-play, they don't have to stress about that. They don't have to do, if they are away, nobody cares, kind of thing, So it's tough. It's really tough, and every state has to see it for themselves. It's a bit tough. 855 is weak with classic living. I don't think they are weak. I think they are weaker for sure, but I don't think 855 is a weak state. But they're probably not as strong, that's for sure. I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. What a mistake. I don't follow these things at all. People tell me, so I know, but I don't care about politics and big players and whatnot. Like, I have no interest in that. But indeed, classic. Classic move to like other folks here. Like what, there is Elius and some of the other guys. So I don't know if they are friends. I don't know if it's forever. There is not even Elius in there anymore. So I thought it was with Elius and some other guys, but they are not in the same alliance, so I don't know what's going on. But I don't really, that's not the thing I care about, so I don't follow closely. People tell me about it, so I end up knowing, Yeah, some people say betrayed them. Yeah, I mean, they've been playing together for a very long time. They've been a very good team, so I'm sure it's when you are losing such a player after so much time, it's probably even if he has good reason, even if he does it cleanly or give a heads up or whatever, they might always feel betrayed anyway. And that's it's probably very rough. Most free to play just play the game for passing time. They don't really care about any event. Yeah, sometimes that's true. I mean, some free to play are already invested, right? We have some like very low spender free to play that are highly invested. We have many that are just playing for fun, right? They don't have the competitive. Like most spenders are kind of competitive in my experience, at least. Some spenders are not that much, but I'm a bit surprised sometimes by that, by how little competitive are some spender, basically. But most spenders are competitive. And even some crazy spenders are crazy competitive, to be honest. Do you have the right heroes? Yes. I need to monitor that and kick people eventually. But you know that thing that some skins, some states are organizing, like, you know, the amount of people that can get the name card and these kind of skins to let the whales get it. And some states don't care. Some states are, you know, trying to burn people that do these things. I have some viewers that get burned, you know, like for winning KOI, for winning the name cards. I have some people contacting me and say, hey, you know, I pushed and I ranked very high, I got the thing, and, you know, they got kicked from the alliances, they got burned. So states are really handling that. For me, there is no right or wrong, right? As long as you are clear as a state and you agree with the alliance leadership, and that's what kind of states you want to be. If you're a free-to-play that wants to rank in any event you want, then you have to change state. That's not the state for you. If you're a very competitive free-to-play and you want to support the big players, you know, and have a highly competitive state in SVS, that's a great state for you. You know you're not gonna get the skin, but that's probably not what you care about in the game. So, like, I think it's really important that the states have an identity, right? So when you recruit player, they fit within your identity. If you are like a state that do not have an identity, you are like it's like for a company, right? You want a culture in your company usually. If you don't have a culture, please change leader. Why? He has a better rally cap than me. Yeah, he has. What can it be though? Oh, he used 20% maybe. Carney. But we can put AD, that's okay. You might have the 21 then. How strong I am, I mean, from what point of view? From what point of view? I just need to monitor that for a sec. Do we have what we want? We have what we want. And how much people are we missing? Oh, we have someone. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. But we can do what? Oh, I need to do as well. So I'm sure he's not taking over. I need to do that. I need to do that, and I need to do that. He's not that strong that it's gonna take over, so it's gonna be okay. Let's go back and let's find let's reinforce that dude again. I don't call rallies now. I'm really far from. I mean, I just do on Foundry. Like I'm holding like a very small building on Foundry. I'll be able to do a bit more moving forward, but at the moment I'm not a rally leader at all. Like look at that. We are Gen 11, man. So after the end of the week, I might be able to get a bit of a better spot. But I'm, you know, I was a very low spender for the first 2 years of the game, so my account is nowhere near rally leader kind of capacity. We had low spender who explicit say that they don't push SVS at all, only weekly. I mean, yeah, that's you know, if your state tolerates it and if your state wants it that way, it's okay. It can be very frustrating for the bigger whales, but I get it from the free-to-play point of view, right? So that's why for me it has to be like a state mindset or a state decision, so everyone is kind of aligned with it, else it's a bit of a nightmare. What's okay, what's not okay to do, because, you know, I like from a free-to-play point of view, I used to push on KOI, but I was in states that was okay. We were not that competitive on SVS prep. And since I've joined this state that we are, you know, more competitive about SVS prep, I'm not pushing on KY anymore, especially as a, you know, R4 YouTuber kind of thing. I have to show example, right? If I start to rank on every other event, the only exception I do is the name cards. But these are permanent stats, and that's lethality. And you can get 25 of them. It's not like the city skin when you can get 10, and it's cheaper to get than the city skins as well. So they don't really give more points, Illusion, just to be clear on that. But it's easier to kill waves, harder waves, yes. The best option, the best strategy is to use marksman with Hector, a Molly, and the best marksman you have. So that makes your marksman crazily strong, and that works very well. That works very, very well. If you have a Gary, so I'm gonna make actually a video. I'll try to make a video this week about it. I don't think Kingshot needs it at the moment because you have only difficulty 21. But if you have a difficulty to kill Crazy Joe, yeah, you want to send marksman and you want to send, like, the first thing you need to do is to send only offensive heroes, right? You see, like, I mean, here I'm sending a hero to take over the stats, so it's not true. But you want to send offensive joiners. Like Magnus is plus 25% attack, things like that. So we can talk about things like that if you want. Hey Tonton, in your experience, is Molly stronger than Philly? Depends where. Depends where. On Crazy Joe, yes. Molly is better than Philly by a lot on Crazy Joe. In rallies, debatable. It's probably depending on the synergy with the hero you have and things like that. I don't think one is like a lot more stronger than the other one, if that makes sense. A lot of people use Molly now for defense. Yes, Molly is amazing on Twitch. Molly is amazing. Molly is really good, you know. And if you guys don't understand it yet, we can go through it. But it makes all the sense in the world. CG, yeah, Molly is a lot better because if you look at Philly's skills, and I mean the big difference is the widget. Widget is giving health in garrison. Molly's is giving attack or lethality. I forgot. Does not matter. The same thing for widget, but. The skills are a bit better on Molly, if I remember. And share the widget. Philly has no widget for offensive stats in Garrison. C'est vraiment pourri comme event. Bah écoute, ça fait des récompenses faciles. C'est sûr que c'est pas le plus fun du monde. I'm doing okay, but I don't have T12 yet, so with T12 will be a lot better. I don't have T12 yet, so... what did you test it out in PvP? Oh, you removed it, that's okay. What about Nora as city defender for CG? I mean, for your own city, I mean, it depends on the gen you are in and stuff, that depending on the troops in your cities. On your city, it really depends on, you know, for me, it's not a problem because I have so many troops. But if you look at what's left on my city, it's a tiny bit of infantry, a lot of lancers, and a lot of marksmen. So if I was burning, I would want to buff damage. With Joiner, I want to ask people to buff damage because Crazy Joe is a 3-turn fight and all you care about is killing Crazy Joe in 3 turns. And I will try to get heroes that buff lancers and marksmen, right? Because I don't really have infantry. People are reinforcing me with infantry, but they don't do that much damage. So that's a very simple answer. It's a bit more complex than that. I tested out in PvP. I mean, what do you mean PvP? Like solo march? Things like that? First of all, if you use Molly, you don't really need the 4%. But yeah, Molly is not as good as Mia overall. We use Molly in Garrison, in rallies, because she has a widget as well. So if you are like burning city, there is no widget taken into account, and then Molly will do better. Mia will do better because she has better skills overall. So did you use gems to buy VIP points? I did my Meteor skin and my VIP 12 with gems. Is it worth it? Some people tell me I'm a weak Meteor player because I use so many gems and I don't have stats on pets. And I could have so much higher stats. Some people are jealous because I have a Meteor. You know, it's up to you, man. It's up to you. For me, it was worth it. For me, it was worth it. I really wanted the Meteor. I really wanted the VIP 12. I knew I'm gonna get a bit weaker with stats, but again, I'm not a rally leader by any mean. Maybe I'll be like a, you know, Team C rally leader, you know, eventually in a few months. I'll be able to do like some tiny stuff, but that's about it. I'm never gonna be a rally leader, probably not. So my stats don't care that much. I just need to be a great joiner. And that I can do with my budget, that I can do with the Meteor skin. And a bit less stats on my pets, I can totally do that, so I went for it. I thought it would be cool for the channel as well. You know, I like it, and I thought it would make a cool video. So that's two reasons why I got it. But no, it's a game. At the end of the day, I know I make a lot of videos about playing effectively and stuff like that, but it's a game. If you want to not play effectively and have fun, you know, you can send out of the window the efficiency and have fun. So yeah, people get jealous with it, man. Yeah, but you know, for me, it's like more, I really love the Meteor and the Globe. So, but the Globe, I don't want to do it with gems. That's gonna be like, it's another level, right? It's another level. Solo March. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, especially with Mia. Mia is quite stronger than Molly, I think. That will make some sense to me. Something I did not verify, and that's time to do it, is am I making people to burn? So what I'm looking is like, everyone I'm reinforcing, they're having proper heroes, whether from me or someone else. If someone I'm reinforcing is having bad heroes, like blue and stuff, I need to look at who is giving them bad heroes, and is it me? And if it's me, I need to swap. But everyone is having decent heroes, so I don't need to do anything. But there is nobody with like blue and purple heroes at the source of stats here. That's all good, and that should be, people should not be burning because of that. That should be good. That's something you want to verify eventually before the hard wave. People getting jealous at strong players. I mean, yeah, I get it, but I don't know, like, I feel that some people do not understand the game we play. And I get it, right? I get that you can get into the game not understanding the game we play. Either if you are a new gamer, you are not used to play a lot of games. Either you never play that kind of games, and you don't realize the wealth that people need to spend in the game, the amount of money, the amount of commitment that they need to have. And you think a bit about yourself, right? You are seeing like these big dudes with a lot of money and be very strong, and you're like, you know, they don't think about me, the little dude. And that's fair enough. I don't think that's really helped the States. I don't think that's really helped the Alliance. I understand that from an individual standpoint, what someone could feel that way. But when you understand the other side, you know, and if you understand like the longevity of a state and the competitiveness of like the bigger events, and if you care to take part of that, you have to kind of go with the money and go with the efficiency and go with the organization and go with with people that care to make a state, you know, work as a you know, like united and work in big events. I think that's more important long term that you know, a free to play unhappy because or to make them happy because they can spend on the event they want. But that's my personal opinion. Hey Kuchi, welcome. How many gems did you use for Meteor? I have no idea. I don't remember. But since I've been VIP 11, all the extra gems I got went into VIP up to Meteor, VIP 12 then Meteor. And then after that, I stopped doing that. And all my VIP points are from packs. And then, you know, so, but I don't know. But million of gems. So I'm, you know, I might be missing like the equivalent of 50% of lethality and health from wild mark that I could have from these gems and refining pets. So it's not the end of the world. It's really not the end of the world. Talking about Gen 4, Geronimo, Alonso, Lin, Molly, Mia. For Crazy Joe? Or you mean for what? How about Geronimo to be sent out to defend city? Yeah, in Crazy Joe it works. Anything that's the offensive, it works. So I could have sent Geronimo. I'm just not used to have Geronimo, so I did not think about it. But Geronimo is just another Jesse, right? He's just another Jesse. He's damage up. It's just another kind of that. You can get top 1. I know in Crazy Joe by having a lot of farms. I don't. I have 1 farm, so... And the alliance is full, so I cannot bring my farm, so... I know about all of that. I just don't, you know... Some people do it, you know, here. And they did not go crazy on points, but, you know, they've done a good amount, right? In HTX, in KND, so they are doing a good amount of points here. With that strategy. So it is what it is. I just need not to miss the next wave. I need to be focused because I'm the garrison leader. Kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, that's how we know marksmen are working. That's how people found that, you know. People found it to doing on farms and trying to make points on this kind of stuff. That's how we found out about it. Not me, but I mean the people before me. But we use that every week, like some people at least use. For me, I don't care. But we you know, that could be something we use, yeah. And I need Eddie as the rally leader if I can. I need to promote him. Oh, he's promoted. Perfect. We're good. I just need to monitor the troop ratio here. Hello tonton, les dernières vagues, les points sont vraiment moins bons. Est-ce qu'il est préférable de remplacer? C'est pas que les points... Enfin, c'est juste que l'infanterie, elle tue rien en fait, hein, si tu regardes. So Emma is asking about the points in last wave are not good, right? So if you look at wave 19, you see like the points are very low. If you look at wave maybe... You see I do a lot of more points. Why is that? It's because there are just too many troops and my infantry is killing nothing, right? Let's look at the low points here. So there are 2 reasons, right? Sometimes it's because you did not do... The lose rate is not 100%. So if you do not get 100%, you get a lot less point anyway. So you want to get 100% to get as much point as you can get. For the defense, for you, like not being 100% is giving a lot less points. And then you can see that my infantry killed 5 million troops out of 400 million. So that's very little, it gives no points. That's a very tiny percentage. So that's the 2 root cause of that. It's overall you get... Infantry is not really effective. So yes, Emma, oui Emma, tu peux changer éventuellement. C'est chiant à faire. Moi je le fais pas parce que c'est chiant. Et ça va dépendre des villes. Il y a des villes dans lesquelles tu feras pas plus de points. Ça va dépendre de ce qu'il y a dans les villes pour choisir la troupe. Ça va falloir regarder ça un par un. Chaque ville, il va falloir regarder, voir ce qu'il y a dedans. Parce que si les lanciers tuent tout, ça sert à rien d'envoyer des tireurs, par exemple, s'il y a beaucoup de lanciers dans la ville. ce genre de choses. Donc, il faut regarder ici combien il y a de survivors, combien il y a de troupes qui restent. Et là, tu vois qu'il y a une tonne de lanciers. Bon, il y a les tireurs qui font des kills, hein, mais tu vois, c'est les lanciers qui font les kills là. Hein. 40 millions, 41 millions, 216 millions, et les tireurs, ils font 80 millions. Donc là, si toi, t'envoies que des tireurs, bah, tu vas manger des cacahuètes parce que c'est les lanciers qui vont tout tuer. Donc là, il faut mieux envoyer des lanciers, par exemple, ou un mix de lanciers-tireurs. Ça va dépendre. Chaque ville, il faut regarder chaque ville. Si tu veux faire ça, il faut regarder chaque ville et comparer. Sorry for talking too much. I'll get the quick one before from Jerry. Will you buy a lot of pet wild marks with your current? I will, but I'm gonna wait for a seasonal event. So I'm gonna go to 2 million gems, whatever, before the next seasonal event. So that should be summer game. Potentially, it seems we do not have an event for the World Cup. Maybe closer to the final. I don't know. We don't have like events where you can use gem that is known to happen before summer game, middle to early August, right? Middle of July to early August. So that will be the next one. So I'll probably wait here. And I'm gonna wait for a lot of speed up. So I'm not gonna go crazy on experts skills. I'm gonna keep the speed ups as well for that. Probably, that's the plan. And we'll see and I'll adjust as needed. When is the next city skin event? I think that's a summer game. I don't know. I have a lot of March Accelerator. I don't really buy them, no. No. I just got some from like the mystery shop. I keep them for Tundra Arm Leagues, basically. I'm slowly accumulating them for Tundra Arm Leagues. Seems to be every 4 months. That's cool. That's good. We killed Crazy Joe, 100%. And you see T12 are doing a lot more kills, right? So it is what it is. So I'm gonna get some T12 next time. Thursday I'm gonna get T12, so that's gonna be cool. But that were the right heroes. You can see that was me here. That's perfect. And let's go back to farming quick. Because we need points from farming. Then I'll go back to question. Oh, I cannot farm. I actually have a Frostfire man in 25 minutes. I'll do half of my troop, at least. I don't know. Ça te va comme ça, Emma? Dis-moi. J'ai fait un peu en anglais, un peu en français. Dis-moi si jamais. Thank you, Coco. Hello. Thank you. Sorry for the talking too much. So I'm going back to you. Can you also please suggest priorities for Dolphin, like account, hero gear, chief charm, expert, pets? I mean, it's like it's both simple and and not simple, right? Like what's confusing for you, or it depends on where you are when you spend your money. I don't know what's a dolphin for you. If 30k spent is a dolphin, where are you? If it's 5k spent, where are you? Like, I find it very hard to give like such general advice without looking at an account and kind of doing, like I'm trying to be a dolphin, so do like me. I just, like concentrated spending the last months a lot, but beyond that, I spend on seasonal events. I buy the highest value, which is often Mithril and secrets. I spend on very high value packs. So, Vault of Enigma, Endless Wayfarer, Journey Treasure. Some of these weekly cards. Not all of them, but some of them are very high value. Things like that. And, like seasonal event. And that's already 500 a month easily, with some seasonal events. Some recurring pack like me at Bazaar, and then, Journey of Light and whatnot we have. And it's already quickly 500, 600, 700, 800 a month. And that's all you can do. And you cannot really focus on something special, right? You're just gonna take what's high value in the shop, in the events, in soft and Mithril. So that's your focus. And then everything else is progressing slowly. And then some months you buy some charm packs. And then it's like not that easy with that budget, Wooders win. Hello to you as well. Thank you for being here. And you don't take, we're here. I'm doing the stream for you guys. So, if it's boring and there is nothing to say, it's boring for me as well. So I'd rather have questions and people to talk to. Good content, man. I like it. Thank you very much. Oh, we said, you know, if you guys, I'll do that quickly. If you guys want to support me and you have a Twitch channel, a Twitch account, you can like the Twitch channel, basically. Let me, but that's gonna make noise. How can I? That's. It does not know my channel name. So Twitch, whenever you open it, it does some, you know. Okay, that's me. Oh, it's already muted. So we need, like, whenever I stream, I need an average of like 4 people on that stream for a while, so I can unlock like the system in Twitch where people can subs, because with your Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch subs for your content creator you like. So whenever, if you have Amazon Prime and you play games, you could give like a free sub every month to a content creator you like on Twitch, and they get some money for that. Then they get some cash. So I like to unlock that. So if some of you just want to do that, it's free. It does not cost anything. If you already have Amazon Prime, I like to, you know, to have options for you guys to support me in a free way, right? If you use the official Frostfire link I get a commission on that, and that does not cost you anything, right? So I prefer that than, you know, some people were like, can you make a PayPal account to get a donation? Things like that. And that's, of course, an option. But I prefer to have options that are free for you guys, so you don't have to spend money. And if you care to support me, you can support me, right? And that costs you nothing more. And if you have a Prime, again, if you have a Prime, Amazon Prime subscription, you can every month, you have to give it manually every month. You can give it to a content creator you want. So that's what the idea too. But I need an average of like 4 viewers per stream for like, I don't know, 5 stream or something. So that's something I need to keep asking you guys. So when it's unlocked, if some of you want to support me, it's not gonna be a lot of money, but that always helps. And thank you very much for that. That's something I need to think of doing. Thank you for the follows as well. That's really cool. I'm very grateful that Kingshot does not have secrets and the other thing for Gov Gear. Yeah, but you know, it's kind of not that better, to be honest. I was thinking Kingshot is a lot better for that, but that's more or less the same, you know. It's gonna happen soon. I mean, for the secrets gonna happen, I guess you are Gen 7, so if it goes as Whiteout, the next things you're gonna get is extra charms level, right? And then you're gonna need the secrets, if that makes sense. So that's gonna happen soon enough. Don't worry. I'll bet on it, though. C'est ok, français, anglais, c'est juste que j'ai plus facilité à poser mes questions en français. Ok, cool. Il me semblait, Emma, j'étais pas sûr. Il me semblait que je me souvenais de ça. Tonton, I'm VIP 9 in the middle of Gen 5. I'm a very low spender. I use gems to push VIP 9. What to do with my gems now? I would not push for VIP 10. You can, but VIP 10 has very, very little value. The next one that has value is VIP 11, and that's like VIP 11 is like 3 times VIP 9, so good luck. As very low spender is gonna take forever. So you get a bit of attack, but who cares, to be honest? You get, like, there is nothing of value here, right? You get 2 books a day, like that's 30 books a month of each, so it's like literally peanuts. I'm gonna stand, I'm gonna sit, it's a bit warm in the... I don't have AC, so we have a fan, but it's very hot in France right now. Not Bob, welcome. Thank you for the guys on Twitch. You know, if you can leave Twitch open, basically. If you have like a device or a TV or whatever, I just need like an average view on Twitch higher, like of a few people, and then that open that venue of you know, being supported for free, basically, which, you know, is pretty nice, I think. That actually remind me that I need to do something with my Prime subscription. I need to give it to someone as well. Thank you, Kuchi. Thank you very much. So yeah, I think Kickshot will have the secrets soon enough, or something else, right? Also, I'm in the car, so I can't hear you because I forgot my headphones at home. That's okay. Welcome. Okay. Like, YouTube block a welcome message. That's very weird to me. I wrote welcome and YouTube was not happy about it. I'm a bit surprised. So we're still ahead quite a bit. And today, I mean, ours push a lot. This guy as well. Whom takes the priority in Gen 10 for free to play? I mean, you're gonna do Blanchette, but she's not great, to be honest. I mean, I use Blanchette for like 2 weeks because you will want to do Rufus. Gen 11, you cannot miss Rufus. You're gonna use him for bear. I think some people say that even in Gen 14, 15, you still use him for bear. It's really insane. So you want to do Rufus. So you're gonna replace Blanchette by Rufus very quickly because she's quite better. But you want to do Blanchette for Arena because she's Lucky Wheel, because she's gonna be decent and whatnot. So you want to do Blanchette anyway. And the other one that is really good is Gregory. He's a good fit because you had Gatot Gen 8. Likely you miss Magnus. Magnus is not great, so you miss Magnus. So, you know, it is a great filler between Eleonora Gen 11. So I'll do Gregory 100%. Freya is not really good. Gregory has a lot more impact, I find. But if you do one extra, I'll do Gregory and planning to get Rufus Gen 11. Rufus is really a beast and you should really get him. Would you do an account review in Kingshot and help on improvements? I don't feel comfortable yet, to be honest. I don't know Kingshot well enough. There are a lot of nuances, and it's not just like Whiteout Survival, to be honest. There are a lot of different nuances. I don't want to assume that what I say in Kingshot is the same as Whiteout by default. Sometimes I do, sometimes I get it wrong when I do, so I want to be careful with that. When I'm assuming too much similarities between the games on some event and stuff, it's often wrong. So it's look very much alike. A lot of it is very similar, but you know, until I'm later in the game to have a clearer picture on things, I prefer not to be honest. Bah, ça dépend. T'as combien de guides, Emma? T'es génération combien déjà? J'ai oublié. T'as combien de guides? Si t'as 10 000 guides comme j'avais, 15 000 guides comme j'avais, ouais, ça vaut le coup. Hein. Si t'es génération 7 ou pas loin. As far as I know, capturing turret gives some buff in Kingshot during SVS battle. Yeah, it does. I forgot what it does, like a bit of lethality. Let me check. I'll show you. I don't think it's... it looks like it's not a game changer to me. At least. I don't know if you guys on Kingshot, if you have some people... I'll show you. Right, so... When you are holding turrets... Here, you get for 1 turret, you get 8% lethality. For 2 turrets, you get 12. For 3, you get 15. And for 4 turrets, you get 20. It seems to be additive, right? It seems to be additive. So I don't think it's a big deal. I really don't think it's a big deal. That's very low. That's very, very low. Earlier gens, it could be a lot. I think they should like do something about turrets in Whiteout Survival for sure. I don't know if they will, because the game is like that forever, but they should find a way to make turrets appealing and not just AFK for points. But there is a lot of depth already with the castle strategies, right? So I don't know if it's really that much needed. You know, we have to do a lot of things to get the castle and stuff like that, so I don't know if we want to have to bother about turrets on top of that. So for me, it should not be game breaker to have to do turrets, but you know, a nice little addition. Let's do the farm quickly. I'm in Gen 7. Did you ask a question about Gen 7 that I missed? Let me know if I did. On Twitch. I'm not sure how to pronounce your your nickname, so on Twitch. So let's spin the lucky wheel quick. See if we get lucky. Because I did not do my farm, so we got, you know. There's a lot of questions. I'm happy with it, so we can keep going there. Gen 6, 7 dans un mois, mais pas autant en stock, donc je vais aller étape par étape. Bah, en gros, c'est 2 guides pour un design, donc tu perds hein, quand tu le fais. I should check a bit what's going on. So that's 8. That's 5. That's 2. That's 5. So that's not so good. I missed the first few one, but so far it's pretty terrible. 8 again. 3. 4. It's not a great session. 1. And to finish 10. That's okay. That's really okay, but it's not crazy. Let's do expert first, but I don't think I can do Valeria. No, oh, I can. Oh, I'm missing 1. Wow. I'm missing 1. And will it be close 1? No, it will be casual too, so I need 2 more levels on Valeria. That's the issue here. I need 2 more levels. That I don't care about. Here I'm gonna, you know, improve a bit my arena. Expert is all I'm gonna be able to do. Let's do heroes next. And let's check chat because I've seen some question. No, I was just mentioning it. It is he who dares win. Fair enough. That's easier like that. I mean, I could have guessed it. No worries. Catch you later. Thank you, Bob. Hello, Tonson. Hello, Poyo. Welcome, bienvenue. Yeah, if it's additive, it's nothing for the turrets lethality. I mean, you know, waves are crazy about these small percentages, so... But the first one is 8%, so, you know, getting 1 is a slight advantage. But yeah, it's not Game Breaker, but I don't know if people in Kingshot do care about turrets. I'll be surprised if they care for so little, but maybe they do. So we can do only 1 here. That's very little. Here we can do nothing. That's gonna be quickly... Hero Shard's gonna be quickly over. That's all we can do. And then the next thing I want to do is actually that. But I do not want to get help. Or do I want to finish the... Well, I want to finish Infirmary maybe before. But I kind of feel my Infirmary all the time, you know? And that's gonna increase my enlistment because I have kind of an issue, you know, with that farm. I'm gonna need to empty my farm as well very soon. It's what, level 9? Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna have a max infirmary on my farm, you know. Boom! So max command center, max infirmary. So my farm is nearly max FC10. You know, if some people think it's impossible to do, it is totally possible to do. And I have so many research, you know, construction speed up that I waited for today to do it without the buff, without the research buff. So I don't get the construction as well. Will I be FC8? So next SVS I'm max buildings, basically. And can I start to work on that? I cannot start to work on that. I'm missing a lot of it. Should I? I'll catch up on chat after. Should I go crazy? No, I don't have enough fire crystal, so that was a good idea not to do more. The only thing I'm gonna do here a bit later is, see, that's 15 million points, so that's pretty good. The only thing I'm gonna do a bit later, I'm gonna wait for the buff. I have the title a bit later in like, how many hours? 4 hours and a half. So I'm gonna do research there, but in the meantime, we're gonna get going with some of the stuff. But I got 2,000 of these to burn as well. That's gonna help. We care a lot about turrets in King Shots. Why not ask for help? What do you mean ask for help with what? I did not follow, sorry. Hello Locke, bienvenue. I mean, if you care a lot, I mean, it's better to win the castle than get the turrets, but if it helps, it helps. That's pretty good. So that's a nice 15 million points, and I don't know if I can make more. I did not do anything yesterday. Let's look at my bags. So that's more or less burnt. I'll do a bit more points with that later. It needs to be off stream to optimize for the research speedups. I have like 13 days, so that's really little. Oh, why not ask for help for the building? Yeah, just to use more speedups, because what happens is like, at least in Whiteout, is like, see, like, I have too many speedups for construction compared to the amount of fire crystal I get. So I cannot, like, I don't need them. So what I should have done, which I did not think of, what people are doing on their farm, they are putting their barricades level 9, and they are never completing their barricades level 10, and they are burning speedups in events on the barricade. But I've been told that like 4 months ago. Someone mentioned that 4 months ago, and my barricade is max for 2 years. So I did not think of that by myself, to keep one building not max to burn the speedups, because at the time it was never an issue that you get too many construction speedups. So at that stage, you know, you have that issue. So it's like a rich, you know, kind of a rich problem to have. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Something I want to test, and we'll do that before Frostfire mine, is how can I do that? Let's remove that. Save and exit. Let's do something else. Let's try something else. Let's do like that, and let's do that 150 2030. Then let's do the next one with Mia. Let's do the next one with Mia. 48 for 48. We can do like maybe a tiny bit like that. I don't think it really matters. And then let's do the next one with Bradley and with 60-40, and see if it's better that way. I can clear some level. We got TG8 next week. I would love to have a lot of construction speedups. Yeah, it's gonna be rough for you. It's gonna be eventually better. It seems to not really work well to put your base gear on 50, 20, 30. I was wondering that. We need to see about a few more runs, but that seems to be quite that seems to be not really working, not that good, to be honest. So these other marches are useless. That's a bit better, but that's a bit, you know. It's gonna be time to swap to the main, because I need to do Frostfire Man. That's not a good idea. It seems to be, I'm gonna check the previous report, but 50, 20, 30 with your base gear seems not to be the solution here. Where do I see reports? Battle reports. So that was today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was yesterday. We had a victory. Yeah, it's hard to tell without looking closer, and I don't have time for that right now. Okay. Nothing very clear from what I remember, but I did not really pay attention to how it went yesterday. That's probably the issue. I think that's someone from my states, but from like a smaller alliance. That's probably a mistake. That's good. So we've done what we could here. Let's go. Let's get ready. Oh, I need to do some polar terrors. And I need to gather as well. When we do Crazy Joe here, yeah, I'm gonna be sleeping, so I might. It's a bit late. So I'm gonna use free-to-play strategy. I was thinking I'm gonna move to the well strategy, but my account is far from being ready, to be honest. I think I'm gonna regret it if I move to it. I think it's too soon. I need to do the push. I need to finish the push. So it's gonna be free-to-play, guys. I'm kind of get bored of it after 2.5 years. I like to do it. It's just like requiring a lot of focus. And it's like half an hour. I do not really take questions or, interact with you guys. It's more me focus and playing. It's not the end of the world. What's the well strategy is very simple. Is you do left. Here it does not matter, but I would suggest to do left as well. You do left, 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 left. So you take all the left ones and you take the right one, right? So these are the same, I think, in King Shot, if I remember. I made a guide about it and it's the same. And the well strategy is you unlock all of the skills. You teleport into the level 3 area close to a mine. So you teleport somewhere here. That's perfect. Maybe you teleport right here. You pop the gathering skill. You send your 6 marches together with the gathering skill active. And as long as the gathering skill is active, you're gonna be gathering with the skill active, right? So you need to activate it before the marches are going out of your cities. And then it stays active until the troop is being pulled off the vein. So you will want to keep 5 marches that you keep with the buff. So here you will be 1, 2, 3, 4, for example, and 5. You will have your city here. And what you're going to do is every minute, you're going to trigger that, the 5k every minute. So you're going to gather and recall after a minute, send it back, gather and recall after maybe, let's say, 50 seconds. And you will do that with 1 march. And you will get all of these marches gathering under the buff. You do not care about the volcano. That's more rewards. That's more point than gathering the volcano. So you just want to, whenever these are getting empty and they are exploding, you will get the new ones. And the new ones, you will push the skills. And you will get all the new one with the skill. Or just you gather with that. And people are making so much point with that. But you need to have like your marches that are not being kicked out of the mines. So you need to be one of the stronger players on the battlefield with your march, 4, 5, 6, whatever. So I'm nowhere near powerful enough to do that. I hope he moves. I hope he moves. So I have a lot of good things here. And then I'll go towards here later. I'm gonna get that one, And I have my KT nearly maxed. Only one skill of KT is not maxed, so I'm gonna be able to do a lot better today. We'll see if we can rank. Good luck everyone if you play. When you ever go to the left skill, no, it does not make any sense. Going for middle with the left skill is a lot less points than gathering level 3 mines under the skill of the gathering speed. So the whale that make the most point, they take the right skill as far as I know at least. Ale, get away. Yes. He moved. So you want that very quickly. So for me, I'm gonna do the free-to-play strategy. So that's the other one. Oh, it goes so fast. So you need to get... So I'm gonna activate that. And I need to get it... Why it does not work? Oh, yet, okay. So it's gonna be what? It's gonna be 2603 when I trigger it. It's really insane with the new thing. So it was 2604 when I triggered it. That's really amazing. I need to try to get a bit more patrols before I actually gather and pop the mines. So that's something I need to do. I need to be a bit more focused on that. But you know, I'm already skill level 4. So for that, it's already very good. I'm not in a very good spot, but I'm not gonna stress it out, you know. I'm not gonna... Oh, that's a lot of gem. That was a mistake. I should never have done that. That's really not worth it. So when you do here, they will be respawning in a minute and a half. So, you know. And I want to trigger. So it was... I need to pay attention here. But it's going to be 3 seconds. I'm going to get it now. So it was 2502. So it's going to be 2402 next time I get it. Good luck. Good luck for Crazy Joe. Thank you for stopping by. So I could, you know, I could stay inside and gather a bit more for 1 minute, to be honest. That's will be totally reasonable because we know there's not gonna be any new monsters for like another minute or something. And there is nothing around me. So, you know, I could stay inside and gather. The thing I want to do is to, you know, that guy is kind of taking things away from me. So I want to maybe give him something to do here. And, you know, I'm gonna trigger these. So that's gonna, that one that's trigger first. It's gonna be 2358. So I'm, you know, I'm moving it a bit, so it's not that good. I'm losing a few sec every time. So see, and it's respawning. So that's now I want to get back. It's just below 24 minutes. You start to get the first one coming back. And I need to keep at, you know, I need to keep an eye on the timer. And they respawn one by one, so you need to find them as well. You might not find a lot initially. You don't want to go too far as well initially because there'll be one. 30 sec is okay. More than 30 sec is kind of bad. So you see there are some close to my city. So it will be 2258. So I need to get the next one that's coming back. It needs to go somewhere. I mean, you need to go in a mine, actually. That's what I meant. And you see I'm 5th, it's decent. There are a lot more here. I get the gathering, of course, but that's, you know, nothing useful right now. We can wait. It will be 21, what, 2150, something like that. I did not keep track of it, so I need to do it with a bit of a margin, I guess. So I can likely go for this one, and one that's coming back is gonna... I should have sent it. That's a bit of a mistake. Okay, let's do that now. So it's gonna be 2146, and that should trigger. That should hopefully trigger. And again, that's gonna be a phase where I might not be able to get it. I got it, I think. It's probably not gonna be a phase where I can get a lot of mercenaries. I'm gonna, steal these things. Try to trigger these as well to get, something buzzy. It's gonna be 2046. And that's pretty good. And I will bet it looks like that there is not a well doing the well strategy right now properly. We will know after the volcano, more or less. That's gonna be telling a lot. So here what I want to do is see if I can get, another round of these. But they need to be like, 20 sec away max, which I don't. And I totally missed that. That was terrible. It's gonna be 2029, which is not too bad with the volcano, but that's a bit of a... So overall, not a lot of extra. I could have another round here, but I did not get it. That's okay. I'm gonna focus on, stealing these. I'm second or very close to the first one. We're gonna get the volcano now, so... And that's pretty lucky with the volcanoes, to be honest. Oh, that's pretty good. And he's gathering, so... Hopefully you are faster with your finger than I am with my mouse, to be honest. That's gonna be insane. That's gonna be insane, because they're gonna get another one here. Why, he's taking it. So I could have kept my farmer or my, my march to first get the vein and then get the volcano. That's probably a bit better in that case, to be honest. Would probably been a bit better. But I'm gonna move the vein by quite a bit, so that's really not good. It's gonna be 1904 and it was like 1928 or something like that. I'm gonna take it from him. He's very weak. It's a bit slow as well. Can I get a number 6? Yeah, I can get this one. It's gonna be a bit of a bet, but he's kind of a weak guy, so... And here what's gonna happen, the strategy is I'm gonna wait for my guys to come back, so being very close to 18 minutes. I'm gonna pop the buff to gather the next round under the buff, and then I'm gonna teleport and try to find another one. And here I'm gonna squeeze a patrol. That's not very smart, actually. Patrol is a bit too late. Let's do that. That's amazing. 3 close by, 2 here, 1 here. That's amazing. Let's go. Let's go. I just don't know if I triggered the 5k. That's the only issue I have. And now I need to find a new spot very quick after that. But they are already gathering. Here is a bit of luck. Do you find something good or not? And see they are coming back. So here is pretty decent, right? You see there are 3 extra volcanoes. It's not crazy 3, but it's better than nothing. I'm a bit closer to center. I'm away from the other folks. I just need to make sure that I get back to the 5K. So if some of you know where is my 5K timer, you know, let me know. Else I'll gonna. And see, I have already have T12 troops when I did not train them. So that's maybe why I was thinking I had the chance to do the well strategy, but that's maybe a bit too soon. We try next in 2 weeks, I swear. So I got defeated. I'm gonna send it here to see if I trigger the 5K. So it's gonna be 1622. And I got it 1622. That's perfect. And you see I'm first with like a big margin right now. So here it could be worth trying to get castle, to be honest. But the only thing I could lose against is people getting castle. Or keep trying to snowball, you know. And it's 108 people. So it's not like an empty, it's not an empty Frostfire mine. It's really not. So it's 22, right, for the next one. That's, you know, too much speed ups to be worth it. I'm gonna do it now, so it's gonna be 23 or something like that. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, I have a max as well, nearly KT, so that's hell, you know, that's a bit of an help. If I'm really honest. This one I'm gonna recall because someone is going and it was a bit too far. I'm gonna just make sure I got the 5K because I you know, that's the thing I'm not good at when I'm commenting is checking that. I did not get it, so I got it before. I missed one here. Ouais, tu dois faire 350, 350, 400 avec Cathy au moins. Sinon, c'est pas bien. Sinon, c'est pas assez bien. So let's get here. So 5 secs. So it's gonna be 1412. Yes, I'm gonna pay attention to it a bit more. So here it could be worth, you know, trying to see. Sometimes I use the research, but it's usually, they are quite far, right? It's a minute away, so it's just in case I'm missing something obvious near me and, you know, I did not scroll everywhere around me. But here we're gonna get some back not too long from now, and you see it's already starting. They're just reappearing slowly. That's where I like to scan around my city instead of sending my marches very, very far. I could fight some further, but they will never be back in time. I just don't remember the timer for the 5K, so I'm gonna take it with a bit of a margin. I'm gonna go now and check 18. I think it's a mistake. I think I did not get it, and I did not get it now as well. So what's happened? Did I get it before? It was perfectly timed. And I'm a bit too close to middle as well. That's something I don't like to be. Okay, I got it now. So it was like, yeah. It's not perfect. So I'm a bit faster than him. That's gonna be okay. See, like 30 sec to come back. That's really a long time. I'm wasting a lot of time here. That was sent far too far, and that might have been even someone, you know, I could not even get, because someone else was probably a lot closer than I was. That's not gonna work. That's gonna be too late. So here the goal is to try to get another round before, if I can. That's gonna be very tough. Before the volcanoes. Making sure I trigger that, so we're gonna check if I get it at 11:44. Yeah, I got it at 11:44. Wow, he's speeding up like crazy. Wow. He's not even, you know, anywhere close in ranking, so that I don't get, you know. The dude is like... He's like not showing on the ranking, and he's like speeding up his march to try to steal things. I mean, you do you, but I have a little doubt about that strategy. So here I cannot go further than 30 sec. So they need to come back for the volcano. That's kind of the... 32 is okay. If I can squeeze the last round. There's some special to take. 39, but then, you know, I need to speed it up once. Let's get these in the corner. These are a lot of points. And I need to trigger that, which I totally forgot. It's gonna be 10:35, but that's pretty good for the volcano, though. It's not a problem. And still, oh, that one is doing a lot of points, so they might be doing the whale strategy then. If they start to climb up a lot, that could be the... That could be it. If someone wakes up with it, it's crazy. It's a bit slow to start, but it's getting crazy, and I don't think they do it, else they will be so much more in advance. But you know, some people are late bloomers in life. Papa, that's really not good. Especially when you click that slow. 20 seconds away is really not great for the volcanoes, you know. Because I don't have good volcanoes, I'm gonna keep this one to trigger the 5k as soon as possible. And that's a volcano is 4k. Triggering that every minute, it's 5k. What's better is triggering that every minute by far. And if there was a patrol close by, I'll just go for the patrol after. Like this one, for example. That could be okay to do, that's 1.5k. But I'm gonna teleport away if you remember, right? I'm not gonna be close by, so these are not being killed by me anytime soon. $24 sec, it's a bit far. 26 sec, it's a bit far. Yes, I'm gonna use the one I have here to do the 5k. And then I'm not gonna go for middle. I'm gonna secure the strategy. It's not a strategy with middle. I'm not gonna try to play like cowboy and change the strategy. I'm gonna... Oh, let's see. Maybe I change my mind. Maybe I change my mind. I'll try, I'll see. I have a bit of speed up, so let's see. Oh, come on, let's go. I need more. See how many people are like burning things to get inside. So I got kicked out. So here, you know, we'll see if it was worth it. I don't know if I can get Volcano at that stage. That's a bit of the problem. And that's a lot of points, you know, wasted. But that's... It might be less than... Let me get the 5k as well. That's a big waste. And I'm gonna resend a March middle as well. Try to get it again, you know. My second March and stuff. And you know, next week I might do it with like 10% buff, so I don't want to spend like 20% for that, but I'm nowhere near that level of spend, you know. I took like 20% on it. But it's funny, I'm first, I've been in middle, so we try to kind of optimize for it. I think that's my main March coming back. With the other one is dead. It's not my main March at all. That's my main March. So let's send it to middle. You can always, you know, send it with I have 100 of these. That's pretty cool. We should get as well very soon. We should get more of these. I need to go back to the 5k and see which, you know. When do I get it? Do I get it now? Yeah, I got it at 4 minutes and 50 sec. Who tries to scare a bit the neighbor, but the neighbor is gathering. If they are gathering, they are not taking the patrols. And if they are not taking the patrols, which most people are chilling at the end, most people don't understand that patrols are best for free to play until the end of the match. I have so many of you asking me, but you still kill patrols. It's like, yes, that's what works. That's how it works, actually. We're gonna wait for them to respawn, which will be any time now. Will we get it to middle? How does it look like? Honor ranking. There is a big dude inside now. It changed quite a bit. I could get some time accumulated, so that's gonna be some points. Will it be enough? I have no clue. I just know that it's decent. And I need to not mess up getting the points, so that's really important. So I'm gonna get 5k now. Boom. Yes, so 333, and that's a very good margin, so I can do it 3 more times. And these are back when? 1 minute. So in 1 minute 20, I can send things to middle again and get another attempt at getting a bit more time on middle. Eventually. Oh, that's mine, dude. Don't take my stuff. So we said 233 for the next one. So I just need to time as well and kind of check when are these coming back. And 8 seconds. That's perfect. I just want to see if I pop the 5k as well. The corner, sorry. So 228. It could be a time where you can get the corners respawning eventually. So that could be something you do if you have a downtime, you know, try to get these. Oh, that was my... let's recall that. That was my main March. Let's do the main March here. Oh, 19 sec. Okay, so we have a bit of time to do. You can just remove heroes, it's gonna kill the patrols, no problem. If you want to keep them for later. Let's go back 2 minutes, so I need to speed it up a bit. So it's gonna arrive right before that. So we said 128, so I can go now. And try to squeeze a few more of these. We're gonna do a nice 500k points easy, plus, you know, everything else. It might be 600k points. As free-to-play strategy, getting middle. And I'm using a tiny bit of gems, but, you know, it might not change much in the ranking. And I used to be able to do these things without gems. It's just a bit of a... Got used to it and... It's like, you know, what the video I've made about. The spending is increasing your lifestyle in Whiteout Survival, and it's hard to cut down on it. So that's kind of the same with gems. I'm just gonna wait for this to pop. And I'm gonna teleport with the free teleport. So I want the 5k, but I did not got it. I'm inside the middle for a bit as well, so... What I want is to get to a spot where I can find... I'm gonna keep middle, to be honest, if I can. I'm just gonna need to make sure I'm getting the 5k. That's the only thing I need to make sure. Oh. Now it's a bit too late to teleport for free. That's number 2. Nearly 600k, 577. And I mean, that dude was doing well, and they got... So I got a lot more from Catty. My Catty is quite stronger. Smelter Occupation, he did a bit better here. And he was harvesting, right? He was using the well strategy for harvesting. So... I think so. Patrol, yeah, he had no point for patrol. So the main gap is here, right? But you see, he does the volcano as much as me, I think. No, that's for every minute. So that's every minute. Okay, that's fair enough. So I've been a bit better than him here. And you see the difference between... I mean, that's weird. So that's what I got with the volcano. Yeah, and that's what he got without. So I don't know if he does the volcano or not. But that's... But basically, if you... How well you do the well strategy, you are at 7, 8, 900k points at the moment. I've seen some people above 800k points. So that's so much better. But that's pretty good. That's, you know, really happy with it. That's a lot of charms, not that she's maxed. I think I can, yes. I think next week it's gonna make... Because, you know, I'm gonna use a lot of widget and shit. So it's gonna make sense a bit more. That's really a lot of... that starts to be a lot of charms. So we have some good players, you know. Level 1, level 3, level, you know, that's pretty cool to see. That's an alliance when you have a lot of people ranking in Frostfire mine always. So GG, and that's how you do it. And you might be able to do a bit less points if you have, you know, a more buddy battlefield, if you are not as good at executing. It's never perfect, you know. It's never perfect execution. I'm a bit slow. If you have like 2 fingers on an iPad or like a tablet or a phone, it's faster than on the computer with the mouse as well. So, you know, you could execute better, to be honest. I'm really happy with the second score. GG, Emma. GG for rank 10. That starts to be good rewards. So I have a bit of time before I go, guys. If you have any question, any things like that, we can talk a bit about whatever you guys like. don't think I can do anything else today. That's 41, so I'm missing 4 levels. I mean, I'm missing 4 Agnes. That's gonna be for tomorrow. The only question I have, and I did not decide, but I'm gonna decide Thursday, but that could be important for IWL, is do I put all of these to red gear? Like on 3 infantries, so infantry 2 and 3 and marksman 2, right? I mean, I cannot on all of them yet anyway, so it's not an option yet. So I'm wondering if I do that. But I think I have enough of the... I have enough of the pieces of gear. I had like 150 pieces of gear. Can you explain to us why you want to upgrade Geronimo now that you're Gen 11? So, 2 main reasons. Is like, you know, these stats, they're additive, right? They are worded if they are multiplicative, but they're additive. So why not? And many people are having confusion around Geronimo and Hector on Bear. So if I do it, you know, it's gonna take me a few months or whatever to have like a Geronimo in a spot that he beats he beats Hector, but I want to be able to have that option to make some videos about it. But short term is really just that. I thought I was able to max him, but I miscalculated. You need all packs, so I need to spend $100. So I don't really know if I want, because that will have very little impact on the bear test. So that's a miscalculation on my side. That's 15% attack and lethality, and you know, charms and stuff getting very, very expensive at that stage, and soon they're gonna be crazy insane. So. Is it the best investment? No. If I would not, you know, want to test, like to be able to have him to make content, would have been the best investment in my account? Not at all. Not at that stage yet. I still have, you know, a lot of upgrades that are giving more stats. But when you think about, you know, like for me, it's an extra 9% on all stat, health and lethality. You know, that's if I do my charms, if I compare a charm. What can I compare? So that's 45, right? That's 45. That's charm 11 is 55, right? That's 10%. So Geronimo is like the difference between a charm 9 to 11 here, here, and here on 3 pieces. So it's like 3 charms that you need to upgrade from 9 to 11 to get the same amount of stats. And you know, if you never had Geronimo and it was 15%, it will be 1 charm and a half here. For the money of Geronimo, which, you know, is a few $100. Is it worth it? Is it a few $100 to do that? Not yet. But when you start to be with secrets and stuff, it's getting a lot closer. So that's, you know, again, that's one of the main reasons as well, to be able to do some of the tests. But that's not really important. I don't think most people, you know, most people should not do that. That's one of the things, is like, don't do what I do. Because you have, you know, it's far better use of money and things like that. Should I do Land of Heroes quickly? We can do that before I go. What else would I do today? I don't think I'm gonna do anything else today, but or do I do the red gear? But that's cost me nothing. That cost me nothing. I think I want to be honest, for the IWL. Let's do it on, at least not, let's not go crazy about it. So let's do it here. Let's do it here instead of doing it everywhere. Let's do the first ad first, even if you know, and see how much it costs. It's gonna take me most of my XP as well, it feels. I'm trying not to waste XP as well, because the extra XP is wasted here. So I could do that. That's 119, so that's a lot. And let's do the same on infantry, but infantry will be Gatot, will be Magnus, so that would be these. That's only 8 pieces. But 8 I can afford. You know, 20 or whatever, I don't know if it's smart, but... I think that I can afford. The rest, it's probably too much because I need some XP as well for my mithril. And if I need some XP, I have some pieces I can reset. I can reset these. I can reset... Can I reset these? No, I cannot. That's what I'm gonna do for now. Yes, it's enough, Coco. Yeah, yes, it's enough. But that's, you know, that's a few $100, right? So it's very expensive. But yeah, that's... And again, that these are really additive. They are not multiplicative. So just to need to be clear on that. But the game is wording them differently. But prep is still looking good. IWL I'm gonna update later. Because I need to swap the gear again if I want to. Let me keep that until tonight. I don't really need it on other heroes, so let's do... Let's do Mia with that, and let's do Molly with that. And infantry, let's swap. I want Gregory above Magnus. Let's do that properly. Then we got the Lancers, we got the 2 marksmen. The rest I'm gonna keep. That's gonna make my arena team a bit better if we look at my arena as well. Why my arena lost so much? But I'm using Gregory instead. And that's where I'm wondering if I should do, like, is that where I start to remove? Oh, Bradley. It's when I should remove Bradley, guys. Is that easy, like, down? It is like, is that the death of Bradley? Wow. Go to bed, you know, Jenny 11. Let's see. Let's do some matches and see like how it behaves. And he's beating me pretty bad. Okay, no. Wow, that was very close. For the power gap, that was really close. Does that mean that Freya is a lot better in the middle? That's all my state. Does that mean it's better like that? I want Greg to die first. So he buff everyone. That I want. But Eleonora is not surviving that long. I mean, he is so much weaker, but... Can I find someone good? That's very close. But that I might win. Because he has Fred instead of Freya. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's try a bit. I'm not gonna, waste too many attempts. But we both die, we both bam, 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 bam. Let's go. Is Freya better than Fred? Oh, it does not seem so. Yeah, good. He destroyed me, so that we're gonna watch the replay. Some people are using Fred, so I don't know if because they don't have Freya or it's because Fred is actually better. That's gonna be an easy one. I'm not too happy about how it goes so far. It's not like crushing as I want to, so it's like, is Bradley a mistake? Removing Bradley a mistake? Let's try in exploration, actually. That's a very good proxy. See, like, I'm so close to that dude, and he's far, far weaker. So what is he running? He's running Gatot. Wow, I have like far higher gen heroes. Okay. Boom. So close. So close. And that dude, see how it happened. So we have everything crossed. He's just a Fred instead of Freya. He's slightly more powerful, so... Yeah, somehow my Blanchette got destroyed and his did not at all. There is something that happened here that I... Let's look at only Fred. Maybe try Rufus, right for tank. BK, what is BK? Let me think. What do you say? Let's look at the for me, I prefer that. I want Gregory to die, and he will die first, so he boosts everyone, right? Then that was like that, so maybe Rufus right. Yeah, back, okay. So because Rufus had the best gear, so you mean he will be tanking more and survive longer? But he's quite, is he quite better than Blanchette, to be honest? I don't know. So let's just do that. Oh, that was terrible. I mean, here it depends heavily on the composition of the enemy, but you want Blanchette here. She's cancelling healing. But I'm getting totally... Wow. Oh, that was so much better. That's insane, the difference. I was actually not watching. I was actually not watching. I was reading my messages. I have a shit ton of messages on Discord. I was like not believing in it at all, but I swapped the front line as well. So that was the big, you know, a big level to pass with Patrick and stuff. So now we're gonna get a few freebies. Like the computer is the whale, man. 160 million power with Gen 2 and 3 heroes. Gen 1, I mean, they are Gen 4. That's a strong team as well. Molly, like, is such a beast. So let's see what we can do here. Let's try just like that. One change at a time and do it all over again. But there is not many AoE to damage both of my backline. Oh, insane. Insane. It felt a bit better, but I don't know if it was ready. That's looking a lot better as well. Ah, wow. Let's go. That's a lot closer than I thought it would be, but that seems to be good. Give me the extra levels. See that the weirdness of exploration and arena sometime, and you know, arena you cannot retry, and I mean you can, but if it does not work, you know, you lose. So, but in exploration you can do a lot of testing, see what works, and sometimes you will see that some combination works so much better. You just swap 2 infantry and whatnot, and that's often, in my experience, it's often quite accurate in arena. At least it helps understand the dynamic a bit of the team and who is dying, who is surviving. And when it's that close, you sometimes just replay it, and it's sometimes a lot better or a lot worse. It's luck based a bit as well. A lot less than rallies, but it's part of it is luck based, and you will see by not changing anything, you will have far different outcomes regularly. Hey Dark, welcome. That was another level easy. Just doing the same thing all over again. When it's close, it was again was doing it. These are, you know, Molly is really beastie, but like Lin is healing a bit, but it's not crazy. Clovis is very bad, so these are like not crazy level heroes or levels. The next one should be tough. Usually it's like, you know, like the 9 level are hard, you know, every 9 level usually. Reyna, that's not too bad. That's maybe the next one then. I don't know how they tune these levels, to be honest. Like, how do they come up with, you know, this combination of heroes and stuff? I'm curious. That was pretty bad. So that's 640 might be actually the tough one. See, like Alonso, Lin, Philly, that's a lot of healing here. Geronimo is really hurting as well. Logan is tanky, so we'll see. My first SVS will start in 3 weeks. Should I save resources or skip HOC this week? What do you mean by skip? You usually want to do minimum rewards, right? Even if you mean skip, it's usually meaning doing minimum reward. That's really important. Let's swap a few things here. I'll do it again a few times, because sometimes again it's luck based and I might just kill it anyway. But you could like do minimum and save. That will be okay if you want. Well, you know, many people start to save, like at that stage, people start to save for SVS. Yeah, that's very common. That would not be a surprise if your state is doing it. It would not be a surprise. And would not be bad, actually. It would be a good thing as well. Especially like fire crystal levels and things like that. Wow. See like the healing that Lean is getting even with a Blanchette. So I feel that the other way around works a bit better. I just don't know how Blanchette is targeting for healing actually. I'm not sure I know how Blanchette's decide. Is that the furthest away? Because there are 2 healers, right? Yeah, minimum reward is important to do. But that should be something. Allez, come on, kill Alonso. Oh, he's full life. Boom, boom, boom. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. That's a no match. So we pass 640. Well, they should 10x, you know. Not 10x, but like 5x the reward for these. They are giving so little. I really hope one day they give us a lot more, you know, because some of these levels are... It wouldn't break the game, I think, as well. So we got what, like 12 levels so far, with, you know, not doing Essence Stone, not doing Mithril, just kind of readjusting the composition a bit. That's give me an idea about what I want to do in Arena, you know, plus looking at my matches in Arena, of course. That's a tough one, but he's come on, yes, you're a killer, yes. Well, that was very close. Like, he was about to AoE them down, so if he had like 2 more minutes, I mean 2 more minutes, 1 sec more, he would have killed everybody. He would have killed everybody. But that was a good try. I mean, that's so close. That's really so close. So what can I do? I'm gonna retry one more time because sometimes it's enough. Boom, let's go. Yes, see? Patience, guys. Just do it all over again. When it's close, just do it. To figure out if it was lucky or unlucky. And it's often, you know. You were often just unlucky. Boom, another one. But you see Molly again. Come on, you can do it. Oh, that's again. I don't know if I'm lucky or not. You cannot tell, I mean, I cannot tell at least by looking at the fight, especially in ×2. You need to, it's faster to just replay it and see. So the last one might have been a lucky try. So Arsena deploying 60-40-0 with Greg Alonso, no gear for AC or IWL, or deploying the same with main marksman. Our gear does not modify the power of that march. I need to read it again. Let's try that way. Let's change just the back lane to see if it starts changing a bit the targeting. Did you actualize it, Arsena? So you need to click on, I'll show you, but you need to go here. You need to go to edit squad. And eventually, if it's not editing anything, you need to go on the march and save the march and not doing anything else, right? You don't need to swap the ratio or anything like that. You just, you know. Oh, we don't get rewards anymore here. Wow. I feel scammed. I got so many new levels and what am I doing? I'm 28, so I'm climbing again. I'm back, baby. Let's see how it went. I forgot now, but we changed topic. But that should update and give you a bit more power. I mean, the gear Give power, no doubt. So it's probably not detecting the change, or I don't know what happens. Come on, Blanchette. You can do it. Wow. Her AoE on Blanchette is like so bad. Like it's so bad. It does peanuts. So let's see if that's better. I might swap the marksman again back lane. I'm gonna get an ice cream, guys. Give me a sec, I'm coming back. And I'm back. So I don't know how it happens. Let's check again. Tonton, comment tu as fait pour avoir un million de troupes dans ton infirmerie en capacité d'accueil? C'est pas dans mon infirmerie, non. C'est dans mon enlistement, oui, éventuellement, mais pas dans l'infirmerie. I actualized it for IWL and tried deploying in AC using no gear and then put the main marksman gear on. Boss case, it modifies for my squad. Yeah, I will check on my farm because I don't want to touch my main. I can actually. What did I change? Can I touch my main? Salut pomme de terre. So I need to watch what's going on here. What's the... Well, I see like Blanchette is like doing... She's like hitting everybody and stuff, but it does like peanuts. That's not working at all. Blanchette needs to get like some... she needs to get her shit together. Really nothing good. So we're gonna check. I'm gonna do as well a labyrinth, and we can check that, Arsena, if you have 5 minutes. But here I'm kind of stuck. I don't know if I want to do like... That was terrible. See, like you clearly see sometimes how worst some... I cannot tell you why, to be honest. I don't understand it that well, but you clearly see it works far, far worse. So let's do that. Let's see. Last chance. So let's call it stuck for now. Do I change Labyrinth? Let's redo it all. Let's redo it all. Let's do 60-40. So I'm gonna use the old ratio, the one with 50-20. That seems to work very well if you have some gear, and I have some gear. I need to check that the gear is on Lloyd. I need to check that the gear is on Lloyd, and I don't think it is right now. Is it? No, it's not. So the gear is on Molly or Mia. So I want the gear on Lloyd. And Mia, I want that. And then we're gonna check IWL with you. So that's hopefully updated everywhere. Let's see how it goes. Good luck. Nothing too impressive to start with. Yes. One more. That's probably not, yeah. One more and I'm gonna swap. And that's not too bad, but that's too little infantry to work, so that's really not too bad. So let's restart. I'm gonna try something a bit weird, but I don't think it works based on the testing I've done on my farm, so I want to get an ID. So the main march with 50-30, right? Second march with marksmen, third march with lancers, with Bradley. So this march needs to do amazing. The other one was not ideal, but I don't think that's good. Yeah. So little testing. Nothing is very does not feel that's the best idea at all so far. But we can check your IWL now. We had a lot of these today. We probably don't have a lot of FC9 anymore, to be honest. You can see that, you know, FC9 is not very common at that stage. Like FC8, FC7 are like secondary accounts. Everyone that played the game seriously a bit is FC8, FC9 at that stage, so that's very doable for free-to-play people. Don't, you know, Don't give up, guys. Doable. Everyone is doing it here. So what do I want? So I don't want my gear on him. I'm gonna use only Molly and Mia, and I want the second gear on Mia and the third gear on Molly. So I'm gonna register properly, and then I'm gonna do what you do, and we're gonna see what's going on. Maybe it's too much of a change, too small of a change, or... So we should have gear on Rufus. We should have gear on Blanchette. And we should have gear on Bradley, but even if it does not matter, but we have it. Then Freya, Mia, and Wisin, and then that's the main hero. So that's we validated that. Your troop power have increased. Fair enough thinking now. So let's go back to your message. So deploying 60-40 with Greg Alonso, no gear. So here what you're saying is that here I've deployed with the gear on Bradley. So if I remove the gear, it should go down, right? So 2.2, 2.8. But it's gonna go down in my experience if I do that, right? Or it does not go down enough. Or it's because I don't put any marksman? How is it working? But I can see what's active or not, right? Oh, not quick deploy. That was terrible. I need to finish my ice cream before it melts. 1 sec. Be right back. It could be smart that way. That would be surprising of the game, to be honest. But so let's put it back. Because usually when you improve your power, it's telling you, yeah, it seems to ignore it somehow. Okay. Could it be why then, when I check on stage 6, people were using like current gen heroes with Should I try that? Like doing 50, 20, 30 current gen. Am I the guinea pig? That could make sense for the multiplier of points, right? So here, I'm gonna use Lloyd. I'm wondering if I should not use 45-10. Probably for me, it's better to use 45-10-45, to be honest. My lancers are quite behind in many regards. So I'm 3.3, 2.9, 2.6. How much was I before? And so Bradley has gear. So who is not having gear? Fred is not having gear, right? So Freya, Fred, what the fuck? Something is wrong. Freya is not having gear. And my keyboard decided to stop working, so I need to click everywhere. Freya has gear. So Lloyd is second. So I need to swap that. And my keyboard decided to wake up. So I need to remove them. And can I give some gears to Fred instead of... Did I try to register like that? Does it make any sense? See, even in that case, it does not change the power when it makes sense to... What's going on? But here it should matter, right? Or you need a certain amount of troops. But I cannot see the gear equipped, right? Can I see somewhere the gear equipped? Because for example, if I do that, right? So it's 3.3 if I remove my gear, right? Here. That I tested for the video the other day. It's still 3.3, but if I edit the... See, it's 3.1 now. So on the main march, like that's clear, right? The gear is like so maybe it's like if the gear is not solid enough. But if I remove the main gear on Rufus, like it's updating, and I tested that in the past, so I know. See, it's back to it. But on Fred, it does not. On the third march, it does not somehow. That's weird, right? But I could go like that, you know. Let's see if I can do. But I can reset it later. But that's so weird. I'm losing a bit of XP here, but you know that's not the end of the world. F it, you know. So I improved the gear. Did it change? A tiny bit or not even a tiny bit? And why the gear on Fred do not matter? I don't get that. That's not consistent and that makes no sense. Content que tu aies réussi à régler le problème. Ouais, j'avais changé un truc dans le logiciel qui capture la caméra. J'avais changé un format de capture d'image pour voir si ça faisait le contour, on va dire, mieux. Parce que des fois, tu vois, j'ai les épaules qui sautent, les trucs. Et j'avais oublié que j'avais fait ça. I did not make sense of your last sentence, so but I tested it with no hero gear and main hero gear, so I think it's how many troops, not the power. Yeah, but like, what's the ratio? See, like, it's even lowering my power now, because my infantry is better than my marksmen. Than my lancers. Is the game stupid? Oh, the game is stupid. See, like, the most power is the infantry. I don't understand. Like, either I'm tired and I'm missing something, or it does not make sense. So I don't know if we can resolve that, but I don't know what I'm missing here. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Bah, courage pour l'écureuil, le fameux. Bah, ça fait plaisir de dépenser un peu. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Okay, so yeah, you bring, I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think anymore. It makes no sense to me. What am I gonna face? I mean, that's a lot better in power at least, so that's, I'm gonna go with that. Do you always do level 8 gathering? You mean for the tiles? Yeah, of course. I mean, unless I have a few hours, but you know, we have like too many level 8 gathering tiles around us, so it does not matter. So, yeah, not sure what to say, to be honest, Arsena. Or Andrea, I'm not sure which, you know, maybe I was lazy, I did not read the end, but that might be your you know, first name. Arsena, Andrea, whichever you prefer, let me know. But I don't know, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It works. I mean, we did not test March 2, right? We tested March 3, but if I remove like the gear on him, I go here, I go here, I go here. Yeah, it's removing the power a bit, right? Not as much as the gear gives, probably. But it's removing the power of the march. So somehow, the gear, like on March 3, matters a lot less. I mean, what does it means? If I do that, edit squad, is that like your weaker, based on your weaker march? Is that based on the slot of the march in the thing? Will be stupid. It's 3.3, 3.1, so it's counting. But see, it's not I mean, if I do edit formation, it does remove it, right? But if I don't, it does not. But I'm confused. Yeah, it's re-adding the gear right now, right away. And if I do that on them, on Lloyd, little Lloyd will become big one day. Maybe it's not enough power. Maybe it's not red gear, so maybe there is like a... Maybe there is like a threshold. It's only red gear that counts. See, detecting that I'm adding power on Lloyd now. I mean, it changed peanuts for the power. If you look back. So maybe non-red gear is like insignificant. I mean, that's very low level gear. So maybe like there is kind of a complex like mass. See, it's adding like 16 million when I add the gear of power on that. So it does it at the top now. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say anymore. I am very, very confused. So I don't know. I saw you ask Andrea, you ask on the Discord as well. So, but now, like if we looked at maybe it's because it's older gens and that actually the value of the heroes, right? So let's say if I put like Molly here, right? I put Molly, I did formation, I put some gear on Molly instead of freaking Lloyd. I go to Molly, I go that, bam, 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 bim, bam, 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 boom, bam, bam. See, it checks, it's improving the value a bit. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think. See, it's seeing the gear now. Yeah, that's what I was suggesting in the video, right? To try to get more points in your marches with the gear, but it's not always taking it into account somehow. If you have 0 marksman, yeah, but I tried to put marksman, right? If I remember. Like, let's say, let's do with Blanche, not Blanchette. Let's do with like a big one, right? So let's say here, I'm removing marksman. I'm doing that. So let me take a snapshot of that. I mean, so let me remove gear on Rufus. See? Okay, so that's edit formation. So that's because we don't have any marksman. That part is accurate. That could be if you have no troops or certain, but we tried a certain amount of troops earlier. At least I felt we tried. Maybe I'm wrong, but I felt we tried that. That might not have been like we did not trigger like the right amount of troops or something like that. That could be, right? That could be that we did not do it properly, or there was like a certain. But I think I tried many different ratio. It feels so. So it has to do with the troop for sure, but I'm a bit confused why when we did that earlier it was not obvious. Either, you know, maybe I mistested it, but that's, let's say that's not too complex, right? So let's remove Mia here. Let's take a snapshot of that. Okay, that's not a lot, right? Yeah, it removed a bit. It removed 2 million. But yeah, I mean, then Wojtek Tom, you seems to be right, but why didn't? I mean, unless I did not snapshot the numbers and the changes were too small that I just did not see it. Did not pay enough attention. That could be as well. But I did not took like a specific note of the exact number, and if it's changing a 2 million, that's, you know, that could have been just too small for me to pay attention to it. So that could be my mistake. What do I want to do now? To go back to Mia. I'm gonna need to go soon, guys, but I think that's maybe then the reason. It's based on the amount of troops you have. The more troops, the more the gear have an impact. And then, so it's not really that important, swap. But, yeah. Because that was, you know, that's it. The change was the 2 and the 3 mostly, with a bit of everything else. But okay, I guess. I'm just wondering how we missed that earlier, because I feel we tested it, but does not really matter then. It's logical, it makes sense, and we kind of just tested it now, so that's good enough. That's gonna be it, guys. I'm gonna be for the French folks. I'm gonna stream Crazy Joe Thursday evening. We have it at 19 UTC, so I'm gonna stream like it's 9 p.m. French time, so that's gonna be, you know, around 18 UTC, 18:30, depending a bit on my day. State of Power still looking very strong, you know. I'm very happy to see the ranking so far, so that's pretty good. That, you know, worth saving 4 months. And IWL, yeah, I'll see if I register with Molly or if I register with 50, 20, 30. I'm not sure yet. I'm really not sure yet. I never tested on AC too much, but that's an easy way to test when it's... oh, so do I need... Wow. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm really, really stupid. I did not update AC when I had all my buffs on. That's, yeah. I should have done that. Yeah, because people registered with Foundry buffs. And I did not buff for Foundry because I was kind of not really playing today. But, you know, that's already... Why, it does not give me T12 in... It does not give me T12 in Ireland. I need to train them. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So for us, for the English folks, I'm gonna try to make a video daily until Saturday, big stream. We do the full event. I'll be on all day. Wife is working, so I'll do the burning before the cities. These guys are crazy, I've heard, so, you know, we'll see. They are like really very powerful, lot of globes, so I don't know if I can do a lot of burning safely, but we'll see. I'll be a lot stronger, so they should not be able to hurt me too much if I keep my second march in my base, at least, you know, with the solo march. Like, it's not like they could... yeah, it's not like it could be an issue, hopefully. It should be safe. So we'll do some burning, we'll see. Then full stream, yeah, Thursday evening for the French folks on the French channel. And Saturday else daily videos. And I don't know if there is much going on with the game. We kind of should have an update soon. We could have a state merger, things like that. You know, there could be a... We just had a seasonal event, but there could be one in July as well. So I'm not too sure where we are, but I would not be surprised with a pre-summer update patch. Something like that. That's very typical in mobile games. So we'll see. Thank you very much, everyone. I'll see you soon. Have a good day. Enjoy your week. Hopefully it's not, you know, you are kind of cooking here in France. It's like very warm, so I'm gonna get, it start to be like a bit cooler. That's only the second day of the heat here. So it's a bit cool. So I'm gonna get some fresh air. Take care of the garden for a bit. Cheers, everyone. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye-bye.